Come on in.
I'm sorry to barge over here like this. I really am.
I take it things didn't go well?
No, they didn't go well. And look, I'm glad that you stepped down as Jax's lawyer, and I have no right to ask anything else from you. I know I don't.
Carly, I can't take sides.
If you don't take sides, I'm gonna lose my little girl.
What you had to go through yesterday, but if it's any consolation, it is rare for a judge to strip any one parent of all custodial rights.
It was bad. It was really bad.
Did Michael and Morgan have to testify?
No, I don't think it's gonna.
That's a good sign. You know, my guess is I think you're gonna end up with mandated shared custody.
Okay, Brenda told the judge that she and her son were shot at while they were in Sonny's limo.
Good God. Is that true? When did that happen?
The night before last. They were on Sonny's property, so no police report was filed. Sonny assumed that Brenda wasn't going to say anything.
Back up a second. Did anyone get hurt?
No, but it proves that Jax is right. Children are in danger when they're around Sonny.
I'm sure you can understand why the judge is concerned. However, Sonny doesn't live with you, so what I don't understand is why you can't agree to a provision to keep Jocelyn off of Sonny's property.
It's not going to get that far. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Did the judge question Sonny?
Yes, and he tried to finesse it as much as possible, but when the judge started asking Sonny if his kids had ever been shot, I stopped him.
You told the judge to stop asking questions?
I stipulated to all the violence, but I didn't think it was fair for Sonny to sit there and have to relive the most horrible moments of his life when the judge had already made up his mind.
When do you think the judge is going to hand down a ruling?
Jack says any minute. I'm going to lose her. I'm going to lose Jocelyn. You know, he's going to win. He's going to take Jocelyn to Australia, and he's going to find some perfect wife to raise my daughter, and I'm never going to see her again.
Carly, you got to stay in the present right now. How's Morgan?
Morgan is relieved that he doesn't have to testify, but I didn't have the heart to tell him that he's never going to see his little sister again. There's nothing I can do to stop that from happening.
Just take a breath. Tell me what you need me to do.
Go to Jax, please. Before the judge issues a ruling, will you please, and you speak to him as a friend, as a mother, as an ex-wife, will you please beg him to compromise with me?
I can do that. I've done that. I will do that, Carly, but I think it would be much more realistic right now for you to think about how you're going to make this work if Jax does get primary custody. The decision is subject to an appeal. If you lose, which you haven't yet, I would encourage you to demonstrate compliance to the court.
What if Jax takes Jocelyn out of the country?
Then you've got great ammunition for an appeal, and I'm speaking strictly as an attorney. If Jax wins, you need to show the court that you are not only a loving parent, but that you will do anything to keep your children safe.
Which means I have to cut all ties with Sonny and Jason.
That is an option I would consider, yes.
Could you do that? Knowing what it cost Christina to be away from Sonny when she was a little girl.
Christina may have daddy issues, but at least she's alive.
But think about it, Alexis. If Rick showed up wanting full custody of Molly because it was too dangerous to live here. Okay. If you ever wanted to see your little girl again, if you ever wanted to be a part of her life, you had to permanently cut all ties with Sonny and Sam. Could you do that?
Hi.
Hi. You want to come in?
Yeah. Have you heard from the judge?
No, I have not, but it couldn't have gone better for me.
Good. Then there's still time for me to try to convince you to please try to find some middle ground.
No, we've already talked about this.
All right, let me run a hypothetical by you then. And in full disclosure, Carly made this point because she was at my doorstep, understandably distraught.
Well, it doesn't surprise me that Carly's pulling out all the stops. She hates to lose.
It's about her child. It's not about winning.
Well, Jocelyn's my child, too. So, you know, it's my job to keep her safe, and I think I've said that a few times.
I understand, and she's not going to thank you at all for keeping her mother away from her. I am trying to save you from a lot of pain, but you won't listen to me. So
Fine, I will listen. I will listen. Please, sit down. It's not going to make a lot of difference because the judge is going to rule in my favor.
It's never a good idea to be cocky, Jax.
Okay, whatever. What's Carly's hypothetical?
What if Rick sued me for custody and said that I couldn't go near Molly unless I cut my ties with Sonny and Sam. She's family. She's family. I mean, and she lives with Jason.
Well, it's a stretch.
It's the exact same thing. And I wouldn't do it. I would do the same thing that Carly's doing. I would fight you tooth and nail.
And you'd lose.
Not necessarily. What you're doing to her isn't fair. You are a better man than that. Where is your compassion? Go for shared custody. Do it. Go for shared custody. It is the right thing to do. You can work out a compromise. There's still time.
She really got to you, didn't she? Carly can be very persuasive.
She's right, Jax. This time she's right.
Let me be very blunt about this, okay? If Molly were our child, I would do exactly the same thing.
You would ask me to cut my ties with Sam?
If she were involved with Jason, yes, absolutely. I'm right about this, Alexis. There's no way I'm backing off.